Climate change isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's a reality. But why is all this happening? What is causing the climate to change? Let's dig deeper. Planet Earth is home to plants, animals, and humans alike. What makes it a livable place is carbon dioxide, or CO2, and other greenhouse gases, which are vital for our planet's climate. These gases play the role of a glass roof in a greenhouse. It allows shortwave solar radiation, or ultraviolet rays, to pass through the atmosphere, but traps the long-wave heat radiation, or infrared light. The solar energy that is trapped increases global surface temperatures. In fact, without greenhouse gases, the thermometer would be an alarming 33 degrees Celsius lower, and the Earth would be frozen and completely covered by ice. Scary thought. Plants thrive in the presence of CO2. About 1/4 of the CO2 in the atmosphere is annually captured by plants through photosynthesis and converted to carbohydrates. The primary energy source for most living creatures who release CO2 back again through respiration. This exchange of CO2 regulates the climate and nourishes life on Earth. And this glorious picture of life remained constant since the end of the last ice age 10,000 years ago. So what went wrong? More than 2.5 centuries of industrialization brought forth large amounts of previously trapped fossil carbon, a drastic change of the CO2 level in the atmosphere. Human activity is responsible for this significant shift in the Earth's thermostat, the root cause of the rapid global warming we are seeing today. What we are experiencing is not only higher temperatures, but also melting glaciers and sea level rise, shifting precipitation patterns with heavier rainfalls, more frequent and more intense heat waves and dry spells, to name a few of the effects. We must expect catastrophic consequences for ecosystems and society if we do not manage to limit and stabilize temperature rise below 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. How do we regulate our emissions and lead the way to reverse climate change? We directly influence terrestrial carbon levels through the way we manage the land. Every time we convert natural forests to agricultural lands, the carbon stored in the trees is lost and released into the atmosphere. Land tillage further reduces organic matter in the soil, which further releases CO2. Other greenhouse gases, such as methane and nitrous oxide, add to the problem of CO2 in the atmosphere. Livestock, as well as wet rice cultivation, generate methane, a highly potent greenhouse gas. And the increased use of mineral and organic nitrogen fertilizers leads to greater nitrous oxide emissions. So, what's in store for us now? Well, if we are serious about saving our planet and restoring the balance of the carbon cycle, we need to take immediate action. On one hand, we need to stop additional release of fossil carbon into the atmosphere, reduce the loss of organic matter due to deforestation and inappropriate management of soils, and decrease emissions of methane from animal husbandry and nitrous oxide from fertilizers. On the other hand, we need to enhance reforestation and climate-smart agricultural practices to increase soil organic carbon. These will help limit and stabilize temperature rise below 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. We can all make a difference in our daily lives to help restore the balance of the carbon cycle. Every little action counts, yours and mine. After all, saving our planet for ourselves and future generations is serious business.